What's up everyone, InsainHusain here. I'm here today to talk to you guys about the awesome collab that Clocks and Colors did with JJ Julius Son. Let's get into it. Okay, so if you guys don't know who JJ is, he is the singer from the band Kaleo. Clocks and Colors has done a couple collabs with him in the past, and they have just released their newest collab, HERMANDAD. This amazing collection came together in the best way possible between friends across time and with no need to force it. HERMANDAD came together perfectly with inspiration from the Icelandic North and the American South. And it introduces textures, symbols, stones that really incorporate both of those two amazing places that JJ is super fond of and is from. And if you guys didn't know, HERMANDAD means brotherhood. And that's exactly what this collection is. It's a brotherhood between a bunch of friends and two awesome individuals, Shane and JJ. So without further ado, let's get into the 7 pieces from the new HERMANDAD collection. Alright, we're gonna start with the first ring, and that is the Prophecy ring. What I love about this whole collection is that it's perfectly in keeping with all of Clocks and Colors' foundation. Every single ring, every single piece has a beautiful story to go with it. These aren't just random pieces of jewelry, they have stories in them. And what's great is that you can relate your own story to every single piece. So the Prophecy ring is a really special ring. You don't need a sign in the sky to know for sure. Feel it in your heart and in your gut. This thing is a reminder that some paths aren't chosen, but they're carved and they're waiting for you. Now let's get into the details of this beautiful ring. As you can see, this is a dope statement ring. It is a chunky ring with a huge black onyx stone right dead in the middle, and it is encased in sterling silver. Now this is the case with the whole collection line. All the sterling silver is hyperallergenic and it's going to age really well. It's not gonna tarnish, it's not gonna leave any green or black marks on your fingers or on your wrists. This is the highest quality 925 silver you're gonna find. Like all Clocks and Colors pieces, they're handmade in Bali from start to finish. What I love about the black onyx ring is that it symbolizes strength and protection, and if you look really closely, you can see the runes and the beautiful intricate designs that are encased in this beautiful ring. If you guys want a killer statement piece, this is the one to go for. Alright, let's move on to Echoes. Like a weathered saddle or a long ride through the dust and grit, Echoes is made for those who carry their past, hard and true, no polish, just grit. Now, Echoes is a really cool set of rings. It's actually 3 rings together. These are really intricate stacking rings. The 2 pieces on the outside really show the natural effects of life, and I love the very rustic design of these 2 outside pieces. And the ring in the middle fits perfectly in between them. That shows the intricate designs, almost like runes. And it has, again, a black onyx stone right in the center. And what's really cool is that the actual centerpiece of the ring stands out a little bit from the top of the ring so that the other 2 pieces perfectly fit in between them. So when you're wearing them on one finger, it all looks like one ring put together. It has a little bit of sauce that makes it just that much cooler. And again, this baby is 925 sterling silver with a black onyx stone. They're all handmade in Bali, and honestly, I've gotten more compliments on this one ring than I think any other ring that I own, which is pretty cool, to say the least. And let's move on to the last ring in this collection, and that is the Lost Parable ring. This baby is carved with beautiful ancient symbols, and the story goes it carries the weight of lessons learned the hard way. And it's a reminder that there are stories and myths out there that carry truth for those few that are gonna listen. Now, I love this beautiful ring. It is a solid ring. And as you can see, it is a perfectly circular ring with a little bit of that black onyx stone just protruding out the top in almost like a diamond shape. Again, 925 silver, onyx, black stone. As you can see, there is just a ton of detail smashed in this ring, almost like ancient runes on the side of the stones. And then you get into the very almost classic Viking style patterns around the band of the ring. This ring is very simple, but it's very ornate and it's very intricate at the same time. And I love wearing this personally on my ring finger on my left hand. Now what's cool about these 3 rings together is that they all have that black onyx stone surrounded by sterling silver. Now obviously the Prophecy stone is going to be the biggest, but having the details of the Echo and the Lost Parable to go with that really make these 3 rings just match in perfect unison. Okay, is it just me, or when I think of like the South, like Arizona, Utah, I always relate the desert to turquoise. I don't know what it is, but that brings us to the next piece, and that is the Skyfire bracelet. Now this thing is definitely a statement piece, and it is not for the light of heart. If you guys want something that is very simple, plain, and kind of goes under the radar, just skip this part, because this baby is a statement. Old legends say that the sky once split and left fire in the stone. This carries the same energy. Now what I love about this beautiful bracelet is that you have 5 pieces and you have 4 separate turquoise stones, and these babies sure do glisten. Again, in the middle you have a very beautiful intricate design of 6 black onyx stones, and the amount of detail in this bracelet is absolutely stunning. I mean what surrounds the turquoise is just this beautiful intricate pattern, and in the middle section of the bracelet you have 6 individual black onyx stones that almost remind me of like alien crop circles that you would see in like Indiana Jones. That might just be me. And I think one of the coolest things about this bracelet is the way that it clasps together. Now this is definitely a new way that I've seen Clocks and Colors do this. But what I love about this is that the attention to detail is absolutely insane. You have a bird on one side of the clasp, and it is just a beautiful little detail that honestly, I didn't notice until I got this bracelet. It is such a subtle little thing, but it just shows how much energy and time went into each and every one of these bracelets. If you guys don't know your bracelet size, there is a sizing guide on clocksandcolors.com, as well as if you guys don't know your ring size, there is again the ring sizer that you can order, and it also comes with every single Clocks and Colors ring. But I really love how the turquoise just stands out, and actually this turquoise is made to feel very worn and natural, almost as if you've had it for years and it's not like something you've just bought. Clocks and Colors has a really cool way of refining their turquoise and stabilizing it using epoxy to enhance its durability, which is really cool because wearing this on your wrist, you're probably gonna end up banging it on something, but you don't have to worry because this thing is built like a tank. And it's just made to turn into a really cool resilient gem that really just catches the light, and it adds a really cool layer of color to your, I don't know, all black outfit. All right, hold on, I want to take this off to really show you this. Okay, let's go on to the second bracelet, and that is Boundless. This might be my favorite piece, not gonna lie. Nothing but the sky and dust. This cuff carries that feel. Turquoise laid into silver like a promise to keep on moving, like chasing whatever sets your soul on fire. Now this goes to show that the whole HERMANDAD collection is definitely a very statement collection, but if you want probably the most intricate piece, I would have to go with this. This thing is absolutely stunning, and it is a cuff. So I personally like wearing it on my left wrist right here, and what's cool is because this thing is super nice, you just give it a little squeeze, perfect right there. Now this baby has 3 turquoise gems. Obviously the middle one is the biggest, and you have 2 smaller ones right there. The detail in the sterling silver is absolutely immaculate. The middle part almost looks like a belt buckle, which I think is really cool, and then you have just so much amazing detail that kind of reminds me of like a horseshoe, a sun, almost like columns. It's such a beautiful piece. It feels really great when you're wearing it. I think that the turquoise on both the bracelets with the onyx on the rings just adds this beautiful level of pop, but also history. And I feel like this is definitely something that doesn't have a modern minimalist type feel. It has a very chunky, aesthetically pleasing, westerny, historic feel. And I personally love the way it looks. And again, it's a beautiful statement that just goes well with any outfit. And I know you guys have been seeing this around my neck, so we're gonna dive right into it. And this is the next one, and it's called Midnight Sun. A sun never truly sets here. It stays low, casting a steady, endless light through the night. Forged in silver with a solid weight, this piece reminds you to keep moving forward, even when the road feels long and the world keeps turning. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first saw this in person, I did not expect to like it as much as I do. This baby again is sterling silver. Instead of a black onyx or turquoise, we have black buffalo horn. Now this adds a lot of beautiful rich color and a lot of natural variations, so no 2-piece is going to look the same. And before you guys start worrying, don't worry. This black buffalo horn is sustainably sourced from Vietnamese water buffalo that have died from natural causes. So no animals were harmed in the making of this necklace. Don't worry, these guys They do it right and they play by the book. If you guys have any Clocks and Colors items, you know the amount of detail that goes into every single thing, and what I really love is the clasp on this necklace. You have a beautiful, cool looking feather with the iconic Clocks and Colors compass rose just neatly in there. It's so subtle and you almost don't even notice it until you're about to put it on, but it's just the little details that make this thing totally worth it. And what's great is that when you're wearing this, whichever way the light hits it, it looks different every single time, and it looks absolutely stunning. So if you guys want to spice up your outfit and add a little bit of story to whatever you're wearing, check out Midnight Sun. And last but certainly not least, we have one of the most interesting pieces I've ever seen Clocks and Colors make, and that's the bandana tie called Whiskey Moon. Threads worn soft from years on the road, wrapped tight like a grip on a bottle after sundown. This bandana tie holds the stories you don't tell, and it's carved with ornate Western details that catch the light like a flash of whiskey under the moon. This thing is absolutely stunning. I mean, it is the perfect accessory to have on whatever outfit you're wearing. Now, personally, whenever I wear a bandana, I don't necessarily actually wear it around my neck. I like to hook it to my pants because typically when I need a bandana, it's usually because I'm about to go on a motorcycle and I like to cover up my face just in case, or I need to wipe something down. So what I like to do is just slide this on, and it adds a perfect little bit of detail and a little bit of like flash to a otherwise simple style affectation. Now, whether you're wearing this around your neck or on your pants or wherever you use a bandana, strap it to your backpack, I don't know, this thing adds a sense of really cool class to whatever you're wearing. It's almost like a belt buckle for your bandana. And what's cool is, again, this is sterling silver like every other piece in this collection, but unlike the other pieces that have black onyx or turquoise or black buffalo horn, this has a blue petersite stone. Almost kind of looks like a drop of water. I love that. It's so beautiful. And when the light just hits it in that perfect spot, ooh, it shines. Now again, if you wear your bandana around your neck, on your pants, or even on your hat, this baby is the perfect accessory to have to really show that you stand out, but also bring some class to the game. I mean, how many people do you think are gonna have this? Literally no one. So it's kind of freaking sick. Now, if you're rocking all black tones or you're going earth tones, or adding a little bit of color, this thing is classic, it's timeless, but it's gonna add a little bit more flair to your outfit, and it's gonna look really great. And I mean, come on, look at that detail. I mean, come on, that is insane. And there you have it. That is the HERMANDAD collection from Clocks and Colors with JJ Julius Son. This might be one of the coolest collections that I've ever seen any jewelry company come out with. It has so much history, it has so much feeling and thought into every single piece. None of it's random. It's all handmade, start to finish, ethically sourced. I know that when you guys pick up any of these pieces, or all of them, because I mean, come on, they all just work perfectly well with each other. You will love them. So head over to clocksandcolors.com to shop this collection before it's too late. And I will see you all later. Peace.